really don't. You know why I don't get it? It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I don't know why, but it does not. These fun facts are really cool. A Danish man invented the burglar alarm. Ironically, it got stolen. How in the world can you steal? I mean, if he invented the burglar alarm, how could he he got his own burglar alarm stolen? Come on, people. Let's get real now. I realize that there are some things in life that are just funny. To me, if you had your burglar alarm stolen, you're in trouble. You really are in trouble. You know why you're in trouble? Because you're a dum-dum if you think so. I have to know that, hey, I have no problem with anybody, but in being the inventor of a burglar alarm and having it stolen, think about that. If you invented one, you probably can make it again. Right? Right. Butterflies taste with their feet. Is there anybody here that wants to eat with their feet? Really? I don't think I'd want to. Good grief. Most people work, have a career, do things. They don't run around barefooted all the time. And even if you did, why the heck would you want to eat with your feet? You want to stick your foot in your mouth? You want your kids to stick their foot in your mouth. I mean, come on now. You really want to feed your kids with your feet? That's disgusting. Ugh. You wouldn't think about that, really. I mean, if you think about it, you wouldn't, to be honest with you. Why the hell would you want to think about something like that? Wow. I can't imagine doing that. Of course, there's a lot of things I can't imagine doing, but that's just another thing. The strongest muscle in the body is the tongue. Well, I guess you'd know that if you tongue wrestled on a regular basis. Most people would not find that very fun or humorous, but hey, it's 4:40 in the morning. What do you expect? It's 4:40 a.m. Friday the 13th, 2017. It's mid-October. Where the hell does this year go, people? It's already October. Oh my God. This year went fast. You know that, guys? It really did go fast. Really fast. And although I don't mind it going fast, and I've had a decent year, I can't complain. Well, I could complain, but what good would it do me to complain? Nothing. You know why it wouldn't do me any good? Because I'm a dingbat. Nobody wants to hear you complain, so, like I do, keep it to yourself. Don't be like Donald Trump and get on Twitter either. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Anybody here watch The Voice on Mondays and Tuesdays? Has anybody been following that for the last 13 seasons? I mean, come on now. Really? Everybody likes music. Everybody likes reality shows. That's a unique show. If you don't watch it, it's on Monday night, 7 Central. That's 8 Eastern, 7 Central Time. That'd be San Antonio. That'd be Missouri and all them, unless you're up the Eastern Seaboard, then it's 1 hour ahead of that. If it's 7 o'clock here, it's 8 o'clock up the Eastern Seaboard. If you're in California or on the West Coast, it's 2 hours behind that, or an hour, depending on what time of year you are. But anyway, the strongest muscle in the body is the tongue. Does anybody give a damn? Did anybody know that until I said it? Now, to me, some of these facts just are not funny. What is funny is jokes. But I tell inappropriate jokes, and I'd probably get kicked off the air if I told them. But that's just me. Hey, I could get on Twitter and be like Trump, but why be an idiot? Shut up. No, be quiet, Brad. Anyway, an ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. Really? Now that's a fact I didn't know. How big is a brain? I mean, really? How big is your head? It's pretty much hollow, I would think. Of course, yeah, it's got the brain in there, unless you're absent that day and didn't pick it up on your way out. Who knows? You know, I have to wonder about some people, though. Have you ever just sat and watched somebody? I mean, some of these facts are kind of humorous in a way. Right-handed people live on an average 9 years longer than left-handed ones. How in the hell did they come up with that idea? Who comes up with these weird facts? I don't get it. Does anybody really have time to sit and think about this? You know, people that thought about this probably sit in a room, in front of a table, and there's probably a whole group of them. And they probably sit here and come up with stupid things to say. Stupid things that nobody would ever think of, because I would never have thought of any of this. Would you have? I wouldn't have. These are not only dumb, some of them aren't even funny. I don't get it. I mean, these are supposed to make you laugh. But there are things that normal human beings during the day would not think about, or even on the weekends. Who is going to think about polar bears? Who's going to remember that polar bears are left-handed? How the hell would you know? They don't write, do they? I don't know if polar bears write. If they do, well, I hope they have better writing than I do, because people tell me I write like a damn doctor. If those of you write like a doctor, email me, bdhammond45@gmail.com. Or call me at 210-708-8701 at your convenience. We're live right here on Speaker.com. You can download, you can catch me live. You can catch me on demand. You can catch me on Facebook at Brian Hammond at Brian Hammond 96, Facebook.com, and we're live there. We're live on iTunes. We're live on YouTube and iHeart Music Radio. We also are live at www.speaker.com/things that make you laugh. 10 facts that make you laugh. Things that normal people would not think about, but guess what? You're going to think about them today, people, because I'm going to plant that seed in your head. You might even go to work and at some point maybe laugh about all this. Then again, it really isn't that funny, to be honest with you. I don't think. The average person spends 3 years out of their life sitting on the toilet. Now, who the hell sat down and tried to figure that one out? Really? Now, why would anybody want to know how many years of their life they spent on the toilet? Who cares? It sounds like a shitty subject to me. Really, I don't want to talk about it, nor would I want an audience while doing it. If there's anybody out there in listening la land out there that's listening to this podcast or even gives a damn, did you want to know that you spent 3 years of your life on the toilet? I don't think so. That's a subject best left undiscussed. For numerous of reasons. Why even worry about it? Who cares? Everybody does it. Just like everybody works, everybody showers, everybody eats. Hey, we're human. What do you expect? These people that made up this stuff has got no life whatsoever. Who the heck wants to know how 3 years out of your life you spend sitting on the commode? Who cares? And how much of that time do you spend actually using the commode? I mean, there's more to do in a bathroom than just use the toilet. I mean, you go in there to shower, you go in there to brush your teeth, you go in there to brush your hair, you go in there to do a lot of things. Men go in there to shave. mean, even women shave. So, I mean, what part of that is in that 3 years? I mean, they're just basically talking about the toilet. The stinkiest part of the damn house. Unless, who knows? Unless you got a cat litter box in there you never clean. And if you do, you're disgusting. These facts, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think they're funny myself. To me, I think they're ridiculous. But, hey, it's been interesting, and it's been fun, and it's been real fun, because I love rattling my head off like this like an idiot. And you know what's even funner than that? Hoping that you guys will find it just as amusing as I do. Of course, I haven't done a show in a while, I'm sorry. I've had a lot of things go on. It's called life, but that's not an excuse. But I'm here to tell you that no matter how bad things get, you just gotta have good friends. You just gotta have good friends. You gotta have that support team. Remember, life deals you lemons, make lemonade. And remember these facts, people. Remember these 10 silly, unthought of, unrelated to your Friday or your Saturday or your Sunday or any other day of the week. You probably would have never thought of these. I know I didn't. But, you know what? It's been fun. I liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I can't wait to do it again. So, if you haven't done so and you want to do so, we're going to take a short little break right here, right now. So we'll be right back with more Brian's podcast right after this. And we're back with more of Brian's podcast live from San Antonio, Texas. You're listening to me. The other one, Diane, is off tonight. She is getting some rest. She's been feeling kind of under the weather. But I will be here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, people. Because you never know what you're going to find out with me. Do you remember that story that I talked about a long time ago about migration? I don't know how many people have heard it, but let's listen to a part of it again. It's 28 minutes long. We're not going to do the whole thing. I've already been on 30 minutes. Most podcasts don't last that long, but I'm not your average podcast.
A science story.
These NYU scientists,
I felt
right.
I was so
and I just
happy.
I
figured it out.
It was that golden moment.
Because science was on my side.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Story Collider, where we bring you true personal stories about science. I'm Erin Barker, Artistic Director of the Story Collider, filling in for Ben Lilly one more time. This week, we're interrupting our normal podcast schedule to bring you stories from two scientists who immigrated to the United States. Our first story this week is from Miriam Zaringhalem. It was recorded just last week at Busboys and Poets 5th and K in Washington, D.C. Miriam is one of Story Collider's D.C. producers.
It's January 20th, 2017, and I'm boarding a flight with my mom, and we're going back to the motherland. I hadn't been back in about a decade, and this time we're going back to see the ancestral cities of my dad and my uncle, places I hadn't seen before. And I asked my mom to book these flights for us on November 9th, 2016, a day on which I thought that things would be changing